Hey everybody, this is Jesse again with another edition of Gen X Thinks. Today we're going to talk about something that is a generalization about Generation X. All right, everybody feels like we don't care. We don't give a crap about anything. And there's a reason for that. And that reason is what this video is about today. More than one reason, but as I go on, you'll begin to understand. As you look back, we were the first generation to grow up with an apocalypse looming every day of our lives. From the time we were born, there was nuclear war on the horizon. The world was going to end any time. That people were putting bunkers in their backyards and bomb shelters and all this stuff. And then it was this hole in the ozone layer was going to burn everybody up, and skin cancer was going to kill everybody. And we had to wear all this extra SPF sunscreen just to go outside. And there was no, the sun was just going to destroy everything because this hole in the ozone layer was just growing rapidly and it couldn't be stopped and all this, and it was going to destroy everything. So we were afraid of that. And then it was, I think it was global cooling. The world was going to freeze, and then it was going to burn up, global warming again. And then now recently it's just climate change that's going to get us. So for every single day of our lives, we've been threatened with imminent apocalypse. Every single day of our lives, we've been told by the news and media that the world is fixing to come to a close. We're about, we've got this big thing that's about to kill us all. So, and that's not an exaggeration. That's how it has been the whole time. So, once, you live through about, I don't know, 20, 30 years of that, you get to the point where you're, whatever, a new apocalypse, okay. I lived through the last three, this this is probably gonna turn out like the other ones did, a big dud, nothing's gonna happen, and it does, and nothing happens. So we know nothing's gonna happen. We know these big apocalyptic scares that we are all going to amount to a cup of shit. So we don't care. If the world is going to freeze or the world is going to burn or whatever, but it's going to nuclear holocaust, okay, we'll check in next week and see what it's going to be, because it's going to change. So there's that. And then we were raised on post-apocalyptic movies. Mad Max, The Terminator. These are the kind of movies we grew up with. These were our heroes, the post-apocalyptic survivors. So even if the apocalypse does happen, we know we're gonna be we're gonna be one of the rulers of it. We're gonna be the Mad Max. We're not gonna be one of the zombies. So we've already watched the Blue Book, the Blueprint, 1,000 times on VHS, which a lot of you don't even know what that is. But we burn our VCRs up watching Mad Max and the Terminator and A Boy and His Dog, and there's just tons of post-apocalyptic movies from the 80s and stuff. There's a lot of music, post-apocalyptic music. So, but that's how we grew up, with a constant threat of apocalypse and a constantly watching stuff to learn how to survive it and thrive in that post-apocalyptic situation. So Hey, even if it's false, we all have we all have an internal feeling that we'll be the survivors, that we're going to be okay, even if there is an apocalypse, because we watch so much of that stuff on TV. I mean, since we were little kids, you know, watching Mad Max when I was 5. That is why we have thick skin. That is why we don't care. That's why we're just, you know, turn a deaf ear to all this crap that's going on, because we've heard the worst of it. The world was going to end when we were little babies. We heard that stuff on the news before we could even walk or talk. That stuff has been constant in our life, a constant, never-ending apocalypse just around the corner. And it has been a different apocalypse every time. About every 10 years they change it. We were going to burn to death, freeze to death, nuclear blow up to death, whatever. We've heard it all. There's your answer. That's why we just don't give a shit. I hope this video was entertaining and informative for those of y'all who were wondering about that. Now you know. And this is Jesse, and I'll see you next time.